Hi, folks. How are you? Hopefully, you're having a great day. Just want to make sure. Okay. Trying to find me here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to sprinkle some love. Goodness sakes. 52 clicks later. And still haven't gotten where I need to be. They don't make it easy on us. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. Sitting here trying to get this thing all sorted out here. Anyway, how are you doing on this Tuesday? Hopefully you're doing good. Sorry I wasn't able to be live with y'all yesterday. It was just a crazy day at work. I had like a whole wall of meetings, just like all the way through the whole day. And I had the 1 hour at lunchtime. I was like, I need to just regroup at lunchtime, figure out like all this stuff I'm supposed to be doing now. Anyway, I gonna work outside. Oh, okay. That sounds like fun, maybe. Dependent. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully working outside is fun. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this painting. I'm gonna turn this down. This is 20 minutes of Paint with Me. And so I got 20 minutes and we're gonna be having fun here. So where we left off, I had added some white because I had white on my palette here, and I just wanted to use it up. We really weren't where white really would be where I would go, but it's okay. And so we're definitely far enough along that it was fine to do that. What I want to do now is I want to work on my background a little bit. Today we're going to finish this. So I'm going to put my background in because that's what's going to make it look also kind of like Van Gogh-y, right? And so we want to put that background in, and we want to go ahead and get our black on, which is going to set that white off. And so my neighbor's getting their FedEx, and my dog and Kai is up there barking at them. So just so you know, I'm going to go back to the sea breeze. We use this for the base of our vase. And then I want to put in a little bit of all of the colors that we used. Now, I don't think I'm going to do much with the color yellow, although I might. I'm going to stick to kind of the pinks. Maybe I will do some of that yellow. I'm going to stick to the pinks, the oranges. I'm not going to do much with the darker colors, I don't think. I want kind of these lighter colors. And so we'll see. I'm going to stick with the pinks. I want both color pinks. Lola's barking at Kai. Oh, that's funny. She's like, I'm going to bark too. I love that color. Also, it's a fun color. So I kind of got, if you can kind of see my palette paper here, I kind of got the blue, the sea breeze, the pink, the darker pink, the lighter pink, the yellow, and the orange. And we're just gonna start to make some wild marks all over our background, right? And it's gonna look a little wild. So, but that's the whole purpose, right? And so and that's why I kind of don't want to compete much with what colors we have kind of like out here on the edge. So I want to use kind of a lot of this blue. I want to use more blue than the other colors. So I'm going to start with this blue and work this blue in. Notice how down here it gets a little more on the straighter side, at least at first. That's because I want this to know this is a table, right? Now my neighbor's dog is barking, so we want to Van Gogh this, right? So we want to put all these in all the way around. This is the fun part. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? Hopefully folks are having a good day. And I'm just doing them any kind of way, right? They don't necessarily, it's not necessarily the same. Some are thicker, some are thinner. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to get them in there. And because I did a little heavier on that side, I'm just going to come on this side and kind of even it up a little bit so it's all even. No working outside for you. I don't blame you, not if it's cold. And then I'm going to go into this pink, this darker pink, and I'm going to get a little bit of that going. So it doesn't really matter. We're just putting a little bit down. Look how wild our painting is getting. Well, it was like, I'm going to go a little bit into that orange. You could almost not even tell that orange is sitting out on this part. But we're going to put just a little anyway. Kai is down here in spirit. One of his hairs was sitting right there on my canvas. He's like, I'm here, even if I'm not here. Hey, Paula, how are you? And then we're going to do a little bit of yellow and a little bit of that lighter pink. Just a little bit. We're getting kind of a wild background going. It's definitely wild. But I'm kind of loving it. Y'all tell me yay or nay to all of the wild colors going around the Have we Van Gogh'd it enough? Now I'm going to bring in some of that lighter pink. Lighten it a little bit. You know, if you feel like it's too much, you can always do less. Personally, I kind of like it. I feel it is very much Van Gogh inspired, right? I'm getting thumbs up and I like it. I'm going to let this pink kind of pull a little bit of these colors kind of together a little bit. If it blends a little bit into what's there, that's okay. Sometimes a light color like this does a really good job at just bringing colors together. Kind of almost acts like a little bit of a medium. And I'm just hitting it here and there to do this. I'm just picking up a little bit of that pink, and then I'm just using it as sort of a medium to bring these colors together. I know, almost just kind of like soften where we have it. You like the ones that are facing downward? Yeah. These. I like them too. I think they're cute. And they're easy to do. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of black. I think I got enough. I don't want to add any more. I think it's going to be too much. Although, look at his. His is like everywhere. It's kind of hard to see. But there, if I get it closer, you can kind of see. And then we're going to add a little bit of black, and we're going to have some fun with the black. Because now we get to, this is actually be the step that I would do before adding all the white. But since it was already on my palette plate and I didn't want to waste that white, we just kind of jumped ahead. But now we're going to come in and add just the black that we want. I want just a little bit to come up that brighter side, even though I want a little thicker on this side. We're going to put just a little bit of a darkness on the bottom, right? Because we want it sitting on our table. And then we can come back and add a little bit more, but not much, just a little bit. Just, it plants it firmly on our table. Then I'm going to put a few little, like, just kind of indications, not really of, oh, that light went dim, didn't it? Like all of a sudden it just like decided to just go dim. I don't know. Y'all tell me, can you still see? Hold on, let me see if I can adjust this light just a wee little bit. My gremlins down here like at play with me. That's kind of a little freaky. All right, so we just want to do a little bit of that. I'm gonna come in just at this line right here and just kind of put a little bit, just kind of like a little bit. I do love the teal too. I think that was a good choice there. And so then we're going to come in and we're going to start adding some black to our flowers. And this just calls it out a little bit, right? Need a little water. If you start to have a little flow issue, just add just a touch of water. If you have other mediums, that's fine too to add, but we're just going to kind of come in and give a little bit, kind of where it might make sense to call out a little darkness maybe, right? It's going to add to our flower, I promise you. I can keep my brush from splitting on me. It wants to split a little bit. Just be free with these. You don't have to be perfect with them. I'll come in and put a little bit in our rose, just a little bit. Just a few. So how many love painting? Just like 20 minutes a day. You don't have to do it for a long time, but it's goodness for your soul. And I think this is going to be a fun paint party painting. I really do. Because I can't wait for this one to get picked by somebody. Be like, I want to do this one. Because it's just been so fun to do. Oh no, Cindy, I'm sorry. Sometimes Facebook. It's like you just want to be like, come on, get your act together, Facebook. But I mean, it is a free platform, so there's that. But oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you. That means a lot. And so here's where we get to like kind of decide where this one flower, we never really went back and decided what was on top. I know I said we were going to do that, but we never really did. That's okay. We can put this flower up on top. That kind of wasn't the plan originally, but it is the plan now to have that flower be more of an on top flower. And you just kind of like, don't do them all. Where you need to separate is where you want to do, and then don't do them all. And don't do every little petal or anything like that either. And so just a few to help with the separation of things. And again, we didn't really do this one either, but I'm just going to put this guy on top. Just like that. But now he's on top. Yeah, I like that. And then here you want to kind of like separate where they're kind of like hanging down onto the vase, right? Other than that, I don't think we need any more. We kind of finished early, didn't we? About 26 seconds, guys. 26 seconds. We finished early. But now you can see how the white and the black play together and makes it kind of whimsical and adds to the painting. And it also makes it so it doesn't have to be perfect, right? And so it covers a lot of imperfections. Thank you for the heart. Anyway, well, we finished right on time and we finished with the complete painting. And so I think, oh, thank you, Paula. I think this would be so fun to do. And it's so cute. Very Van Gogh inspired, I feel like. So I think we kind of, this was the vision, right? This was the inspiration, I should say. And then this is what we came up with. I kind of think it's kind of great. Kind of perfect for Mother's Day or spring or whatever. Anyway, well, I will be back tomorrow. I got to think. No, I won't be with you tomorrow. I have a funeral I have to go to. So she was an employee. She was a coworker with me for a long time, not directly working with me, but in the same department. And she unfortunately passed away. And so I'm going to her funeral tomorrow. So I will not be live tomorrow. And I will not be live on Thursday because I have to be in the office. So it'll be Friday before I'm live. It's perfectly imperfect. That's right. And so like we all are, right? And that's all right. That's a good thing. So I will see you all live on Friday with me, hopefully, and we'll be painting, I don't know, something new. I've got something new I need to do for a birthday paint party coming up in May. So maybe we'll do that one. Anyway, I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.